everyone to Tempe, Arizona and Mountain America Stadium, home to the Arizona State Sun Devils, where Sparky and his gang have been sharpening those pitchforks in anticipation of this one. The Sooners will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense will get the first swing of the game. And all eyes on this man as he takes the field. The defense knows they're going to try to throw in the football, and it probably won't matter, guys.
No, but the defense, Reese, will be locked in. He will see double coverage. They will know where he's at on every single snap, Jesse, or else you will get beat quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's one of the few receivers in the country, guys, where if it's man coverage, he's open, zone coverage, he's open. If he's double covered, he's open. Throw that guy the ball.
He's out past the 35. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And here comes the offense on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. They try to pop a run on the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll be honest, that is a formation and a play call I was never expecting to see in this game. This offense is one of the top 10 passing units in the entire country. I'm surprised they even have goal line in their playbook. What are we doing?
And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. The Sooners offense will try to get something going with their first possession. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back. And this defensive end can put him there often.
They'll leave it with him. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Off play action on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Big first down sack for the defense brings up second down. He's looking to throw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Here's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the catch down the right side, but not able to keep his foot in bounds. He was close, oh so close to a touchdown. The Sooners will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Never had a chance. What coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground. Flying down the left side. At the 30. The 10. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. 2nd and goal for this offense. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. touch pass on the jet sweep. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Setting up the screen. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Arizona State!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Third and short now from their own 48.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll ride the hot hand. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. And the Sooners are on the move. They'll throw it on first down. Working that left side now. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. They're going to run it. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe he needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires into the end zone. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
That's a decision the quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field in the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly. Everything just has to be done a little bit faster. You've got to be so much more precise, and as a result of being late on the throw, they turn it over in the red zone.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. Kept it and he's past the marker. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that, too, because it's obvious. The defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Now they'll run the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. It didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
He makes the connection. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. A new set of downs after the completion. Pressure coming. Good timing on the quick out. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game as a head.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And that pass picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They'll put it in play from their own 12-yard line, 1st and 10. Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. From the gun, the ground game. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Illegal flag.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense has a 2nd down play. He'll pull it on the read. Giving him his pass. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. The Sooners racing to the line in a hurry-up.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Immediately fires to the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. He's going to pass. And that pass is intercepted. Got some room to run. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Sun Devils. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
To the air on 1st down. On the run, fires downfield. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Using the quick game. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Got his man quickly. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He'll just keep slinging it. Got his man downfield. He's loose. Touchdown, Oklahoma. A great catch and run for 6.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
The kickoff team on the field, he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the offense on first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Trying to get behind the defense. Snags it down the right side. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
And the returner is stopped. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. He'll come out throwing on first down. Complete to the left. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Trying to get rid of it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to get to it. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this first half. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to go up top on first down. He unleashes a long one. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Taking it the other way. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. What a huge call there. They had the turnover. Instead, the roughing the passer call takes it all away. They'll throw it on first down. He lets one fly deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Sun Devils. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
The Sun Devils will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me, too.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. And the Sooners are in the hurry-up.
And that's a first down for the offense.
They're going to ride this running back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Power football with the run. Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
They'll try the run. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Ball down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
Wide out in motion. Running back searching for a hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. From the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner will be brought down. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Comes out throwing on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defensive end understanding football, understanding that I got to keep outside contain. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility.
And the ball is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the 34-yard line. The offense starts with a short field. Going up top on first down. Got his man in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The Sooners have pushed it inside the 20. They'll try the right side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Line getting set on 2nd down. He'll run it again. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. And more drives like this is what's needed.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. First down for this offense. To the ground with the back. Oh, it's out! And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. And it's right down the boulevard. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out, force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. They'll run it to the right side. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Enormous play coming right here. 3rd down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. From the gun, running back on the move. Got enough space. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Man, at this stage of the game, does that hurt to have 6 points taken off the board? Now they've got to regroup and try to get it in again. The give on the inside. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting to run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the shotgun, the inside give. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Quickly complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Going to take a shot. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught him.
They go to the ground. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Just outside the red zone, if they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22.
Look, I know this has not been statistically the day that this guy would have hoped for coming into this one. He's their star back. He's come up with massive plays time and time again. It's been tough sledding against this defense, but if he had to trade that for a W in this one, he would certainly take it. And at this point in the game in the 4th quarter, this is where they need him most.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Give him 6. Touchdown, Arizona State! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Looking to throw for it. He He's right on target. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Looking to throw it again. They're trying to get to it. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. He's looking downfield to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Sun Devils! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He scores out of bounds at the 28. And that's good enough for a first down.
And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He's going up top here late in the game. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And with that turnover, we come to the close of this game. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.